Gaster with TripleBundit.com. I'm here in Minneapolis, Minnesota with Catherine Gunsbury. She is the Director of CSR for General Mills. Thanks for joining me today, Catherine.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
So we're talking about CSR. That's in your title. Tell us what CSR means at General Mills in a nutshell.
Well, let me start out with our mission. Our mission is nourishing lives. And in my mind, CSR really is a way for us to bring that mission to life. When we talk about CSR at General Mills, we talk about three key platforms. One is health, another is communities, and the third is environment. And to us, those are the three sort of foundational pillars that we have as it relates to how we think about General Mills as a corporate citizen. We also really believe from a value standpoint that doing the right thing is the most important thing. And we think about it from a couple different perspectives. It's doing the right thing by our shareholders, they are a very important constituents of ours, but also doing the right thing by our consumers, our customers, suppliers, communities in which we operate, and by the environment. And when we think about doing the right thing all the time, we mean all the time. And so that means when people aren't looking, others aren't looking, and it also means for the long haul. And so in our minds, CSR is a way of bringing the mission to life, and it also is really the only way to have a business that sustains for the long term.
So that's great. To me, that's a triple bottom line type of thinking. We talked about shareholders, we talked about the community, the stakeholders out there, and we talked about environment as well. Let's talk a little bit, since we're here at a reporting class, GRI reporting class, let's talk a little bit about the reporting aspect itself, and how that's been going for you, and what are your next steps in that regard?
So I've been in this role for about a year, and my first report cycle was last year, and I've come away from that cycle with a different perspective on the role of the report. The report absolutely is a way for General Mills to tell its stories about progress that we're making against key measures and metrics. It also, in my mind, is a way for us to internally look at what we are doing, think about where we need to go, and then also identify opportunities and gaps. And so in many ways, it gives us sort of an opportunity to step back and say, are there other things that we could be doing, and how can we get better? There's absolutely the piece of CSR that is telling the story of the good that we're doing. There's also a very important piece of CSR, which is our commitment to continue to be better. And I see reporting as a way of engaging stakeholders, external for sure, but also internally around this dialogue. This area, CSR, sustainability, ESG reporting, pretty squishy. There's a lot about it that can go very quickly to 100,000 feet and not really mean anything. Reporting gives us the opportunity to really take that down to something that demonstrates this is what we are actually doing against commitments, and this is where we are going. And internally, it gives us an opportunity to align. So I see the report very much as something that will help General Mills, continue to help General Mills think about how we can be an even better corporate citizen.
That's great. Now, one of the things that we've seen in your reporting is some of your philanthropic work. And I'd love to hear a little bit more about that, and a little bit more about how it's strategically aligned with your bigger picture idea of what sustainability means to you.
Great question. We love to talk about this. We have been giving since 1954, and our commitment to the community dates all the way back to the founding of the company over 100 years ago. So this is a really important part of the ethos of our culture and who we are. Within our philanthropic activity, we really have a focus on things that are core to our business. So we're in the food industry, so we focus on nutrition and wellness. We focus on hunger, and we also do a lot in the area of communities, which can include education as well as other things. One of the examples that we have that we think is a wonderful intersection of business and philanthropy is a nonprofit organization called Partners in Food Solution, which was founded by General Mills a few years ago and has since spun off. The goal of Partners in Food Solution is to help small and medium enterprises in Africa improve their technical and business practices. And so it really is an idea of bringing our innovation, our know-how, and our scale to an opportunity and also challenges in Africa, and help small business people, small food processors actually become stronger businesses. And to us, what that represents is an opportunity for true sustainable business, which means healthy communities, it means a healthy economy, it means a competitive marketplace, and in our minds, that is what this is really about. So it's tightly aligned with our skills and our technical know-how. It's very aligned with our mission as a company, and honestly, we don't have a lot of business in Africa today. And so it really, in my mind, is a very pure demonstration of how a company in society can make a difference in a truly differentiated and unique way.
This is a real triple bottom line, long-term thinking from General Mills. Catherine, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, Nick.